We're on the pound Aussie on the 5 range. This is a head and shoulders I've got in. I've been very aggressive with this and I'm going to talk through why. But first of all, let's do the higher time frame analysis. Starting at the dailies, as always, consistency is key when we're looking at the Forex market. We're having a lot of nice moves within the market currently. Whether or not they continue, I do not know. But here we are. We had a move lower. Yesterday we had a higher high, higher close candle. If we go to the 240, then mixed bag here. We've had a move lower, and this here did not violate this. It's not even a level of structure really, it's a level of inside structure. The level that I'm really paying attention to is this. This is the area where we could potentially come lower to. In the last 4 hours, the last 4 hourly candle, we put in a big doji there, but that doji failed to retest the lows of the candle bodies here. So that doji doesn't interest me. Here on the 60, what I was interested in was this. We had a move lower, a pullback, a move lower, a pullback, a move lower, a pullback. Now look at the size of these wicks, and no wicks to the downside. Indication here that the market could be seeing a push lower, and we did actually only come into the outside return just here, so we could certainly see the market push a little lower here. Nothing definitive, nothing that I would trade based off these time frames, but look at what we've just done here now. A big pin bar. Lovely big pin bar there, indication of a rejection at that zone. The reason why I've been aggressive with this head and shoulders is because we've actually violated this level. Let me just double check that. Yes, we violated this level. If we go down to the 5 minute, you'll actually see the head and shoulders on the 5 minute. Once again though, we have violated this level. I'm going to put a structure level on as to where price came to. Technically it came to there before violating. Anyway, let's go to the 5 range, and this is where we can see it quite nicely. So nothing on the higher time frame that definitively tells me that, you know, we could be going lower, but what we do have is this. We have a good swing. We have a directional move, a pullback, a move higher, a pullback, a move higher, a pullback, and this pullback here violated the outside return. We tried to push higher again, only just making a new high. We saw a pullback all the way back down to our lows. We saw a push higher again, failed to violate the left shoulder and retest the highs, and again we have seen a move lower. We have then had a pullback, and I've used a lower low, lower close as the entry. So just bring back on the orders. So I've been aggressive with this because the trade really is on the 5 range. This is the market after a decent rally, running out of steam, running out of steam, running out of steam, arching, coming lower. We've had a initial structure low here. We came lower again, failed to retest the highs, came lower again, went up, and again starting to come lower. So targets for me are going to be the completion of this back pattern, which I will be buying up when we get down there. So you can see here targets and front running by a couple of pips. The reason why I've got my stop loss just an ATR above the high is because I've worked these trades before. This formation, it doesn't happen that often, but when it does, we're arching. So we're running, and then we're slowing down, we're jogging, we're walking, and then we're basically going backwards. And so it's just ran out of steam. So this for me was the turning point. I don't use structure or anything else. That was the turning point. So in terms of risk then, 17, looking for a reward of 34, so a lovely 2 to 1 here, and front running by 2 pips in front of the completion of the BAT, which is 4 pips in front of the 18600 psychological number. And we're back for an update. Currently 27 pips up. Price has already tried to push through my take order once, didn't take, but still hasn't come down to hit the 88.6 for the completion of the BAT. Put in a lower close now, so I would assume on this push that we would push lower here to hit those potential targets. And we are once again pressing lower here, 31 pips up. Profit is 34, might be a little bit less than that, but we'll just give this a minute. Be nice to capture this thing hitting. And again, this particular trade setup, this head and shoulders didn't conform to structure. It did on the 60 minute, we held it on the 60, we didn't on the 15 or the 5 and the 5 range. That is the beauty of the 5 range, it gives you a different look at price action. But yeah, this head and shoulders, again, it doesn't happen very often. I've done an awful lot of work on these head and shoulders, so when they occur like this, it's more just reading price action and just really knowing that these just really just break to the downside. And you can see that was the turning point. Right, come on, why haven't you taken 33 pips up? We're going to take it. There we go, 33 pips up on that head and shoulders.